Why a lot of people on this earth so believe that they were never blessed or even blessed enough for them to steal other people's blessings or to steal other people's destinies or to take from somebody else, not just even petty. I'm talking about from, small things that are tangible to spiritual things or bigger things in life. And of course, when somebody does it, apart from the one who steals a candy or, a piece of bread, and that's just actually a manifestation of something even bigger. So people steal other people's destinies or blessing or what they think they are taking from this person. In their minds, they are not blessed or not blessed enough by God. Why? And it's so true. When people do that, most of the time they are ignorant. First of all, they lack information. They are not knowledgeable of who they are, what we call lost souls, lost identities, lost, humans. They believe they're going to take from somebody else that they believe God has blessed them more, and maybe that somebody doesn't like what God has blessed them with. Ironic, right? But it's true. And when you look in the Bible, I know some people justify this when they do that, I guess, that in Genesis 25 and verse 31, when, Jacob wanted Esau to sell his, to sell him his birthrights. And it's the same, birthrights, inheritance, blessing, favor, their souls. This is all, these are all things that don't make sense, that are out of control. Even though in the Bible, between Jacob and Esau, it seems like, the parents agreed with it, or at least one parent, because the other one didn't know. And then somehow it happened. And then Jacob went on to hear God. And somehow probably Esau got cursed, and, all these things that people, but it's all lack of knowledge. There are other examples that we know where people are blessed. They never steal from anybody. They never think of it. They just continue to be blessed, like Solomon. Okay? The father was blessed, and then, the son was blessed, and everybody else was blessed. When it comes now, present day time, look into your family. You are blessed. Somebody else is blessed. Your parents were blessed. Now, if you feel you are not blessed or your parents were not blessed enough, and you have done this to conjoin things to see how you get to use somebody else's blessing or to steal it from them, stealing is sin. That's sin. So, and it so happens in ways that people don't even pay attention, don't even realize. I remember this one congregation where people would sing, "Destiny Changer, change my destiny today. Change my destiny." And they kept going back and forth. Even today, probably people still sing that song. And you wonder what happened to their own destinies. What happened to your destiny? Like, you believe God never blessed you. Why do people really believe that God never blessed them unless when you are short of knowledge? When you know that God has blessed everybody, God has blessed us before we even, dropped in our parents' wombs. We are blessed abundantly. Why would you want to exchange or to change your destiny? Why would you ask God to change your destiny? And actually, when Jacob did it with Esau, it doesn't show that he first prayed to God. And when the mother was helping him to exchange their, prayers and blessings from their father, it was just parents. And I say just because God is above, the parents who has created everyone and given us all what we have. A parent cannot give you what God hasn't put in place already. So parents are like enforcers. You enforce what God has put in place already. That's why when somebody tries to fight you for your blessing, sometimes they might get in trouble. A lot, actually. A lot of times people get in trouble. But some people, they don't mind being in trouble. They don't mind getting sick and, doing, all other sorts of things to escalate the situation, as long as maybe they get a little bit out of it, some kind of satisfaction. But stealing somebody's destiny, or you exchanging your destiny for somebody else's destiny, or blessing for somebody else's blessing, that's what brings people to stealing even the small things. When one country say, I'm going to steal from another country, they so believe the resources they have are not enough for them. Or they don't even have what other people have. Instead of asking God to give them their own, or finding their own, they want to steal from others. And some do it very smartly, like not really smart, but really, like hooligan smart, street smart, or whatever it is, And some will do all spiritual, occult, conjoining things and trying to derail somebody else so that they can get to what that person has. And they feel like sometimes they do, but I can assure you, you don't. You might, feel like there is some satisfaction, because when people are working with such, the father of sin, or the father of these three things, destruction, or three sins, destruction, stealing and killing, Satan is the one on the forefront, and is stealing from one person and giving another, and taking from another, giving another. That's why with Jacob and Esau, it didn't look like, like we didn't hear God, say, Jacob, you can go steal from Esau, and do it like this, like that. So they were humans exchanging and doing what they are doing, because one is, given the power, or given that false knowledge of wanting to take somebody else's, believing their destiny is not as bright. And that's the problem in the world, and that's where we are, that a lot of people tend to disrupt this world because they're lacking knowledge. And that's why we have all this going on, unsettlement or unsettled situations all over the world. But people, wake up. You need to stop. Or if you don't know, pay attention to your life and people around you. Some are family, some are friends, some are communities, just people who don't even know you. But sometimes, most of the time, people who know you. Be careful. Okay,